you doing tonight? Just gonna wait for the music to fade out. All right, here we go. Cave to the motherfucking story. Hello. 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 Sir Jacob. Hello, Neo Phantom. How are you all doing tonight? Nice opening. Yeah, it's trying to talk over this is crazy. Look, I had to. It's in case you didn't know, this is that was Flying Warriors. I should actually explain what the music was initially. Oh my god, I needed soda. I literally just woke up because work is work. How is the audio? Audio looks good, I think. This seems pretty good. Alexa, turn off Logan's room lights. Yeah, but the last song was Flying Warriors for NES. Very obscure and honestly not entirely good. Game by Culture Brain, who did, I want to say Ninja Jajamaru-kun, but that's Jalico. I forget what the one was that they did. Oh no, Ninja Brothers. That's what it was. Ninja Brothers. They did that. And then the one before that was Doom. I mostly remember that because it sounds like Them Bones. Or actually, I think it was Doom 2, rather. And then the one before that was RoboCop, the C64 version. Whenever I hear RoboCop, I think of Simply Austin, the one YouTuber who used to exist. I don't know if he does anymore. Hey, Ketsu, how are you? And, Chinese characters that I can't comprehend. You missed 11 minutes? You missed 11 minutes of the intro, honestly. You didn't miss... Well, honestly, you really didn't miss anything.
You do get a wrench, because I've seen you before. Get wrench. You're doing wonderful. Alright. We're just reading Fate Skate Night. Okay, I've never heard of that. Been tired today. I have been too, honestly. Like I said, I literally, I took as much of a nap as I could, which was maybe about, an hour or two. That's about as much time as I really had to do something. I might just... Wait. Oh my god, is, what's his... someone else fighting with me? Wait a minute. Oh, someone else is fighting for me.
kind of don't like having another character here because it sucks. Wouldn't that just make me even more tired?
Yeah, but, you know, look, you shouldn't always count on me to make smart decisions. And if you do, well, that's your fault, and you should be ashamed of yourself.
Oh, those are red spikes, I think. Okay. I guess the red spikes don't insta-kill you. I thought they did. Well, I'm pretty sure they did at the beginning of the game. I guess because you're strong now, they don't.
You know what? I take it back. Having this person around isn't too bad. I mean, they suck, and their weapon sucks, but they can clear a path ahead of me. And they seem to be just invincible to gunfire, so... Yeah, maybe. Occasionally when they are useful, they can be useful. I really hope that the other character is not all throughout the game. Oh, okay. Oh. You just watched the video on the Game Mate. Hot take, but you don't think it's that bad? It's an interesting thing. I would like to emulate it at some point. I think it's able to be emulated in MAME. Whose video? Did you watch Ashen's video? It's not good either, it's just mid. I mean, if you couldn't afford a Game Boy back in the day, it wasn't bad. It was... I think so anyway. Like, it was... I don't know, there were like so many, like, cheap Chinese knockoffs of the Game Boy. Like, there was the Supervision. There was the, the Mega Duck. Also known as the Cougar Boy. I'm actually not making that up. There was... What was the one that I just saw? Somebody did a live stream of it, and I need to actually go back and watch that live stream because, the Game King. I need to go back and watch that live stream because I didn't even know that was emulatable. I assume it's emulatable in MAME, but I didn't know that was a thing. But yeah, Dino, or Dino, something like that. DNO, something like that. They did a review, or they did a stream playing some Game King games, which I'm happy about. Because one, I don't think those consoles are particularly cheap at this stage. And two, it is a wild ride. Like, look up Ashen's video on the Game King. It is... Like, the back of the box blurbs alone just make that. Yeah, the Mega Duck, exactly. The Mega Fuck. It was Ashen's video? Yeah. Ashen's is good. You should learn more about that one as well. You know what? I always mention these guys because they are my biggest inspiration, honestly. They did a video playing actually every Mega Duck game. I'm gonna link it in chat, actually. Retro Pals. They are my personal favorite retro gaming channel. They are most active on Twitch, but they do have replays that they upload on YouTube. It's two people, Danny and Alex. They are partners. They are married. And they are really funny and pretty knowledgeable, I would argue, about like what they're doing. But yeah, check that out. If you want to learn about the Mega Duck, I mean, this literally has like all 60 or so games on it. There's even a retro art core for Mega Duck now, which is good. In fact, I think it's only... In fact, it's so, I think the Mega Duck is actually so similar to the Game Boy hardware-wise that they really only had to, like, take an existing Game Boy emulator and slightly modify it in order to make a Mega Duck emulator. The highlight of the Mega Duck, though, is Snake Roy. If you've ever seen that. I mean, first of all, it's Snake Roy. Second of all, look at the box art. That's kind of like the highlight of that. But yeah, Mega Duck, Supervision. What was the other one? Systema 2000. That one's a little bit, but like Well, at least the Mega Duck and the Supervision, I think they actually had, like, comparable, in fact, maybe even slightly better hardware than the Game Boy. Only thing is, like, the games were typically kind of made a bit on the cheap and didn't exactly take advantage of it. But definitely, like, if you take if you look at, like, a few of the third-party developed games, the very few that there are, they tended to be of a bit of a higher quality. Go a little bit later, you get like the Halfway Zodiac, which I think pretty much only existed to be soft modded. Because quite honestly, I don't know any of the official games that were released for it. Actually, yeah, it wasn't like Tony Hawk. No, I'm thinking of the N-Gage. I was gonna say, like, I think like Tony Hawk might have been released for the Zodiac. progress here. Oh shit. Cutscene. What? Oh, fuck. Oh.
Yeah, that'll do it. Fair enough.
Hey, Karumi, how are you? Great White North. Sorry you're late. I mean, I'm happy that you showed up at all. Thank you. Al. How are you? I have been dying for the past, like, hour and a half. It's fine. So, yeah, nothing all too new. What all games did you play on PSP? I saw a couple of them. I saw Armored Core, and I saw Mega Man. I was looking through my, mentioning at the top of the stream, I was looking through my ROM list and I found out I have a game called Fat Princess Fistful of Cake, which I think I might have played on stream before, but I have no memory of what that actually is, and also that is the greatest title for any video game since Fully Invasion Privacy Pack. Honestly, like I said, I've been like really tired today. I'm gonna try and get to whatever the next save point is, and then I might call the stream early. If I ever get to a save point. Have you ever, have you ever actually played Cage Story on YouTube before? Cause like even if I'm doing it, like this could be one you could show on your channel sometime. Might be fun. And I mean, you already have like the basic template for a model, so. Pink tier model for that. On YouTube? No? Okay. you ever played Dragon Star Veneer? Wait. Yeah, Dragon Star Veneer. I've never heard of that. It's RPG like? Okay. Idea Factory? Have I heard that name before? I'm not sure. I'm sure they did something I would recognize. I mean, I guess they did Star Veneer. That's a thing that I recognize from you mentioning it 2 minutes, 2 seconds ago. like, if I could play first-person games, if I was in any way good at first-person games, I think the one that I would want to play the most is BioShock. Because I hear, like, so many good, like... Honestly, like, the story sounds kind of interesting, the concept sounds kind of interesting, it's just, like, it's a first-person game, so I would be so fucking bad at it.
Shouldn't be too hard since it's an RPG apparently. Okay.
BioShock is an RPG? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, like, it's... I don't actually know too much about it. I'm pretty sure it's... Maybe it's like an FPS with RPG elements, but I thought of it an FPS. Thought of, like, based off of the thing, based off of the video you were playing earlier. I can't remember if I've asked this before, but Philippines, does it, is it customary to tip? Like, is it, like, or... Rather, let me rephrase that. Is it considered rude not to tip in the Philippines? Because, like, here it is, because if you don't tip, a tip, well, I'm not gonna say a tip is expected, because it's not, obviously. Like, niceness is never really expected of anyone, but... it is sort of, like, frowned upon if you don't tip, because, like, it's rude. Like, because, like, they're paid like shit. So that's how, like, they make most of their, like, waiting staff. Well, it's customary to tip in something like an actual, like, diner or a restaurant or something like that. It's not well, yeah, it's not expected here. Never played it, nor do you plan to? Okay. Like, it's not expected here, but it's kind of like, if you don't tip, like, if you're with, like, people and you don't tip the staff, they're going to frown upon that. Like, your friends are gonna judge you. essentially. Because, like, they're paid like shit, and tips are kind of the only way they make any sort of money. And, like, I'm not sure how I feel about that system. Like, yeah... Like, yeah, like, tipping shouldn't be, like, the only way that they make money. They should be able to live, but on the other hand, I think that does sort of incentivize good customer service. Because I will say, like, there are definitely cases where I've run into, like, waiting staff who are, like, overly nice, and you know, like, they are just doing that because they know that it can lead to good tips. And to be fair, I think that's a fair trade-off. I get good customer service, and you get, you know, a hefty tip. Usually like 20% is customary. 20% of what your order costs. Like if you paid a $60 order, it's going to be like a $12 tip.
Most people do it, but we don't have the 20% thing. Also, they get paid less than... They get paid less there.
True, yeah. So, like, how do you typically tip? Is it just, like, $5 or $10 or something like that? And they make just enough money to survive. Also, good customer service is the norm here, not the exception. Yeah, well, I mean, like... Okay, well, like, see, here's the thing. This is how I was trained in, like, customer service. Because I had to, I guess I have worked a customer service job, but I've also, like, afterwards, like, had to do customer service training as, like, part of when I was in trade school. And, like, the way they explain it is sort of like, there's good customer service and great customer service. Good customer service is good, great customer service is above and beyond. So, like, okay, let's go back to the video that you played earlier on your channel. So for those who are in chat right now and did not see the video, Elle played a video of this British couple. I think they were related. I guess I don't particularly know, but it was a man and a woman, and they were waiting for, I guess, about 25 minutes for their food. And eventually the guy comes out, and he gives them the food. Lady kind of starts yelling at him. He starts yelling back. Next thing you know, the one guy, like, throws the burger out into the street or whatever. I think throws it out into the street or spits on it, something like that. Lady says something about, "You're the reason Corona happened," which I don't entirely... Oh, wait, actually, yeah, no, I get it. That's just racist. But no, anyway. But, like, Elle and I don't know if we necessarily disagreed on, like, the overarching point. Like, both of these people are in the wrong, and both of them are just, like, terrible people who I kind of hope the worst for. Well, I hope the worst for. I guess Elle doesn't really, maybe it wouldn't go that far. But, like, I see it this way, is like, okay, bad customer service is what happened in the video. The guy, like, the woman was rude, but, like, you're not supposed to fight rudeness with rudeness. You're supposed to, like, she said, "Go get the manager," and the guy can be like, "Okay, fine, I'll get the manager," and the manager can deal with your shit. Like, honestly, like, that's what I would have done. That's what I would have done. Not even necessarily because that's good customer service, but because, like, that means, like, okay,
fine. I'm gonna have my manager deal with you fuckers. Like, that means I can, like, clearly if it's taking 25 minutes to get their food to them, they're busy. Like I can give them, like, if it's taking that long for them to get your food, then they don't have time to argue with you. And they shouldn't be arguing with you. And that's, like, partially on them. So, like, like, that's bad customer service. Good customer service would be, look, well, they just going, getting the manager and like, having the manager deal with it. Great customer service would be, like, actually giving them, like, a free orange juice or, whatever, like what she said. Or, like, giving, like, a gift card. That happens here. It is not very common, and it should never be expected. Like, I've never once expected free shit, no matter how bad the service was. Like, if the service is, like, if it's really bad, if the customer service is really bad, I'm just not going to tip. If it's good, I will tip. If it's great, I might tip a little extra. Obviously, McDonald's, they don't, they don't, it's not customary to tip for fast food employees, because fast food employees typically make minimum wage. But even so, I'm not sure if fast food employees even can accept tips. I don't know if anybody in chat can confirm or deny if, like, McDonald's employees even can accept tips. Some restaurants you can't. Like, some places you can't accept tips. Like, if you're offered, like, $5, you have to say, no, my job doesn't allow me to accept this. For whatever reason, probably, like, whatever tax bullshit reasons. But that's typically how I do it. And if I get something free, I say, okay, thank you so much. Well, like, if they... I think the few times that's actually happened to me is, like, if something particularly... The one time I can specifically remember getting something free was I was at a cafe, a local cafe that kind of sort of exists now, but it's under, like, different management. Anyway, I was at a local cafe. I got a veggie wrap. And I loved their veggie wraps. And that's the thing that sucks, is they don't have those veggie wraps anymore. So, they were so fucking good, though. I don't even... Like, you would think it would be kind of, like, how do you do a good veggie wrap? You put veggies in a wrap and, like, some mayonnaise or something like that. I don't know what they did, but they did it really well. So, I love their veggie wraps. Anyway, I got that. And I started, like, feeling, like, a pain, like, in my throat, like to a point where, like, it was kind of starting to get unbearable. So I ran to the bathroom because, like, I was like, okay, I need to throw up or something like that. And then I threw up. I looked in my hand. There was, like, a small piece of plastic. I went to somebody just to let them know, like, because, like, if that happened to me, that could have happened to somebody else. I don't want, like, cross-contamination. I don't want this to happen to somebody else. If they have to throw out the supply, then they should do that. I was just like, hey, we found this in the veggie wrap. Just letting you know. And the woman was, like, bending over backwards apologetic. And she gave us coupons. I think it was like $15 or $30 coupons, something like that, for the restaurant, for the cafe, which we ultimately used. But like that's sort of like how that's how I would have handled it. I would have just been like, hey, we found this in the food, just letting you know that happened. And we fully expected like nothing. We got something. We weren't rude. My mom and I was there too. Or she was there too. We didn't expect anything. We got something. We were even like, no, you don't have to do this. And she was insistent that, we take the coupon, so we did. So yeah. Anyway, I probably missed like a whole bunch of comments because I was ranting. Actually, I'll tell you the best customer service I ever had was this was actually fairly recent, I want to say. So I might have actually told this story on stream when it happened. But last year I went to Mexico. I can't remember if I told this story or not. But or I might have been like I might have even like been posting about it in like maybe L's chat or something like that when it happened. I don't remember. But I went to Mexico. Flight down was fine. The plane was kind of delayed, so I was a little bit concerned that I might miss my flight. I didn't, but I did miss it on the way back. So my concern was not unfounded. And basically what it comes down to is DFW is understaffed and entirely incompetent. Dallas-Fort Worth Airport. Because I went from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania to Dallas-Fort Worth down to Cozumel, Mexico. And then I went back up to Dallas-Fort Worth. They were, I don't even necessarily want to say incompetent. I'd say more just understaffed. They clearly didn't have the staff. Because I'm vision impaired, so I have special assistants that'll they will help me, to the baggage claim, especially because if you're leaving Mexico, you have to go through or if you come across the Mexican border, if you leave the country and come back, you have to recheck your bags. That's just the rules of American airport. So I had to get my bags and then recheck them, and then I also had to go through border security, TSA, whatever, and they would just ask me some questions, and I was on my way. Anyway, all of that, I missed the flight. Dallas-Fort Worth, I did not have a great experience with. Who I had a great experience with was American Airlines. American Airlines, they bent over backwards way above and beyond what they needed to. They gave me a free plane ticket to go the next day. They gave me a free night at a motel. They gave me a free cab ride to the hotel and from the hotel to the airport, and they gave me $15 that I could use in the terminal to get some food or something. That was the best customer service. Now granted, I think they needed to do some of that. I would argue they needed to do some of that. At very least, they needed to give me the first three things. Because otherwise I guess they didn't need to give me the hotel and the cab. I could have, if I had to, just slept in the airport, but they did give me the motel ticket, and I took that. Plane ticket, I think that was kind of required, because otherwise, it's not my fault that things took longer than expected, and it just took longer to clear the plane than expected. So, I think that is like the one time I can say like a free thing, they owed me a free thing. But like beyond that, like especially like the $15 gift card, they did not need to do that. They did that, and as a result, I will always love American Airlines. American Airlines is the fucking best. But anyway, that's my really good customer service story. Like, you hear a lot of bad customer service stories. I'm gonna tell you a good one. Being polite is not considered above and beyond or anything here. Okay. I mean, like, I would say, yeah. Like, I would say, like, you should at least expect good customer service. I would say. You should at least expect them to give you your food, not give you, like, attitude, not give you a hard time. The very least you should expect is for you to get your food and for you to get get your food and for them to treat you like a human being, essentially. Anything below that I would consider to be bad customer service. Anything above that I would consider. Wait, oh shit, my stream is buffering. I think that might be on your end. Yeah, it's not for Ketsu. Okay, I think that might be on L's end. For bad service, it's pretty customary here. It's easily absorbed the company. I think that well, the thing with that is though is like if you treat the customer, the problem with the customer is always right mentality, and we claim to do that, and that's like typically how customers are trained. The problem with that mentality is then like customers become entitled and they start to act like they are entitled to free shit when they really aren't. And it wasn't even bad customer service originally. It was just that they were waiting 25 minutes. These employees, it was just that they were waiting 25 minutes. That could be like any number of reasons. It could be that they were short staffed. It could be, well, in this case, that they were training a new hire, which, fair enough, that'll make things go a little bit slower.
That wasn't even a bad customer service thing originally. It became a bad customer service thing. You've had free French fries from Jollibee for a free delivery. Really? Hmm. I mean, I could get used to that, but I wouldn't expect it. Because your initial order wasn't available when they accepted at uh at Chow King. Oh, I guess that's another. Okay, presumably that's another restaurant. But yeah, I've heard of yeah. I mean, I if you have, I guess that would kind of be like accepted, or that would kind of be expected. Like if they don't have the thing that you want, and you were kind of promised a thing, I don't know. Maybe that's not expected. I would have said, but like that probably like would warrant like some sort of compensation. Maybe you've had free ice cream given to you. Yeah, but you shouldn't expect that. Like that's the thing. Is like if somebody does that, that's because they want to go and be above and beyond to keep you as a customer. They don't need to do that. I don't think they need to do that anyway. Like if something if something if my order takes long, unless like unless I have to do something, I'm in a hurry to do something, I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to be understanding of the wait staff because, a bunch of things can go wrong. They could run out of ingredients, they could be short staffed, they could be training a new hire, they could any number of things. So like I don't know, I'm understanding of the staff. So like I don't expect things to be, super quick and easy. I don't know if I've ever waited 25 minutes for McDonald's, but like I could see that. I could see that happening, if it's like a particularly packed day and they're really short staffed and they're training a new hire. I could understand that. Or like, because like yeah, they have like they keep the food on like a whatever the fuck it's called, food incubator or whatever the actual term for it is. Like like it's not a stove, but like it's like a heat. It's uh, like a hot like tray or something like that. That like they keep all the burgers and nuggets and stuff on. Company can afford these things, and it's actually true, true. But again, it's not expected. Are we talking about airlines? Best airline in your experience is Singapore Airlines. Well, I've never been to Singapore, so I can't vouch for that. They were just asking. Yeah, well, I mean, like, yeah, and they should. Yeah, the wait staff escalated it first. Well, oh, okay. Um, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't.
again, I've never asked. I guess I'm just like talking about how I would have handled it. I wouldn't have asked if it was if I got a meal and it was 25 minutes late. Like if I were in a hurry, I would have just been like, "Hey, cancel the order." Cuz I mean like that would have, and you know, they would have given me, I would have hoped they would give me a refund at that point, like giving me my money back. But I would have just like canceled the order and then, you know, whatever. I guess that's my personal standard. Yeah, I wouldn't do it, but it doesn't prevent them from doing it. Yeah, exactly. I think that's sort of how it is. I don't know. I think that I think that you shouldn't expect free things. It's like, okay, have you ever like okay, have you ever like gotten a Christmas gift? Like haven't your parents ever told you like never, that's how I was raised anyway. I was always raised like, for example, if I get a gift for birthday or Christmas or something like that, as a kid, as an adult, whatever, I was always told never expect anything. You are not owed a gift on your birthday. You are not owed a gift on Christmas. If you get something, that is just me being nice to you. And I mean, like, that sounds mean, kind of, I guess, and it wasn't intended to be that mean, obviously. My mom is a nice person. She got me, you know, gifts for birthday and Christmas. But my point is, like, free shit is nice, but it should not be the standard. Because if it is the standard, then it kind of becomes less special, I think. And it becomes less above and beyond. Karen is a narcissist, and the waiter and the staff has poor impulse control. I agree. Yeah. I don't know. Well, I don't know if I would go as far as to call her a narcissist. I would just say she's entitled. And that's not really exclusive to her. Like, I assume it's the same in the UK, but like, but like in America, like people like that are like the majority of customers.
has the better right to the... Yeah, legally, like that's indisputable. Like, if the customers wanted to, they could probably sue that McDonald's into the ground and probably win. Like, that's... I don't know who's in charge of that in the UK, but that would be, like, clear FDA violation in the US. And I'm sure it's a violation of some board in the UK, but I wouldn't know specifically what the name of that board would be. But I'm sure such a government agency exists. Not even the worst kind of customer. Yeah, I agree, but, like, she still wasn't good. Like, I don't think we necessarily disagree. I don't think... I don't want to go that far, because, like... I think we all agree, like, everybody is in the wrong here. I think we just disagree on, like... I don't want to say I have sympathy for those employees, because I don't. They are pieces of shit, too. But I have sympathy for just, like, customer service. More sympathy for customer service people in general, I think. I look at it from, like, a sort of neutrality point of view, I guess. Like, what would I want to... What kind of experience would I want if I were in both of their shoes? And in both cases, it would be a far superior one. Definitely, like, as... I would say, like, definitely as a result of the bad customer service, they should have gotten something free. Again, like, I wouldn't say it should be expected, but it's something... It should be a little bit more expected after the bad customer service. Just having your food late, I don't know if that necessarily qualifies free shit, but definitely after the rude customer service, you deserve something. And those employees should be fired, and I almost guarantee they were. Unless they were really, really desperate, which, you know, they might have been. Turns out not many people want to be McDonald's employees. For some reason. I don't know why. Check out the comment section on that video. I'm sure it's absolutely toxic. And I'm sure I'm not going to agree with most of the people that you're talking about in the comment section. but the establishment can actively control its employees. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like those employees, if not how customer service is handled. Yeah, no, for sure. Like I said, like I guarantee those employees were fired. If not, then that leads to a much bigger problem, clearly. That goes to like a problem with management, I would have said. Because he's black, and I've seen racist comments before. There's like, I imagine it's probably a healthy mix of both. Which, I mean, I wouldn't support the opposite either. Like, nobody had to bring race into this. Their race had nothing to do with the fact that they were fucking morons. Like, if they were white, I would have had the exact same opinion. They were instead. I mean, I think that, like, the whole thing about, like, you're the reason for Corona, I think that was racist. So, like, again, like, I don't think anybody was in the right. But, like, I think this did not need... Like, race did not need to factor into any of this. If you're factoring race into this, then you're entirely missing the point. Escalated things. Okay, but like, Still, you shouldn't have said it. I don't care who escalated it, like, they're both in the wrong. Definitely, regardless, like, I would have definitely been fired if I did anything remotely like that in, like, the one customer service job I've worked at. Actually, honestly, like, I worked at Hershey Park. That was, like, the only thing that really counts as a customer service job. I honestly don't have, like, really any rude customer stories that I can think of. There was one, I guess, was kind of rude, but I argue it was kind of justified, because, like, she wanted, like, it was a really hot day, and she had to go inside because, like, she had, like, a medical condition where she couldn't, like, be out in the sun, or she couldn't be, out in the heat for too long. Which, I mean, I would have said, like, you know, if you can't be out in the heat too long, why go to a theme park on a hot day like that? But whatever. I mean, and we wouldn't let her do that because, you know, people. It wasn't like during a show, so it wasn't. There were reasons. That was like the only like mildly rude customer service story I had from that job that I can remember. But other than that, like, I think, like, I don't know, everybody, I was just really lucky and I never had a bad customer service story to tell. Okay, bye, Katsu. Honestly, I think the real reason I couldn't do customer service is because I couldn't bring myself to pretend to give a shit about other people. That's why I'm kind of glad I work in a warehouse where I only have to pretend to give a shit about my coworkers. A lot less, like, mentally exhausting. Still very mentally exhausting, though, especially because, like, fucking seniority exists, and old people can get away with doing the bare fucking minimum and still have a job because they're old. You had to do like 40 to 100 calls to a California law office for a job once. That was exhausting and terrible, I'm sure, dude. Customer service, especially like over the phone customer service. Well, I guess over the phone is because at least they don't like. At least you can kind of like roll your eyes a bit and be like, can you believe this shit? To like absolutely nobody. At least you can like non-verbally judge them and their stupidity. That'll be for the next L Talks? Okay. Also, you learned that Indians and black people are extremely rare. Oh! Wait, you didn't know that? Dude, fucking everyone's racist against everyone. White people aren't the... As it turns out, white people do not have the monopoly on racism. Well, I mean... We don't have the monopoly on racism, but we have the monopoly on power. At least in, like, most... I would argue, like, almost all of the world. Like, pretty much every part of the world has been colonized by white people at some point, and we've probably fucked someone over to do it. So... That doesn't justify racism, but... You know. I'm just... Facts is facts. Don't shoot me, I'm just a messenger. You weren't customer service, your job was to sell our... to these offices while pretending to be a client. Yeah. I imagine they probably had you do like some shady shit or something like that. That seems like... That sounds like it probably was not particularly above grade. You weren't even in the right, but you had to do it because that's what your employee... Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say, like, it does seem like there was some shady shit. You also had to look up the offices and telephone numbers yourself. Okay, fair enough. Well, yeah, so you just, like... Yeah. Would have been cool if you, like, answered the phone in your little voice. That's a good mental image.
Hello? Hello? Thank you for calling Filipino law offices.
I don't know what it was called, but I'll just say it was Filipino law offices. Hello, thank you for calling America Law. I am Johnny American. VTuber voice with lowly avatar, yeah. One lawyer heard your pitch and was like, F you, do not call me, do not ever call me, you hear? Fucking right, yeah. You should do that, VTuber voice with lowly avatar. The way you were doing it just now is how you speak even without the voice changer. Okay.
Hello?
I just sound like Navi. Like, from like Ocarina of Time.
Hey, listen.
I don't know. My voice is like too naturally like low pitched to really do that for any extended period of time. Also, I just kind of don't like doing it, as you probably know. I'll try one more time, and then if I don't do this, I'm probably gonna just call it a stream. I know I didn't make any progress, but...
Save states.
Now, I could probably do this without save states if I really tried. I'll try one more time. Oh, right. Ooh, shit. That's right as well. Like, I, reset everything, so it's gonna reset, like, what my save state hotkey is. I have to reset that to find that. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it a stream here. I didn't make any progress, but at least we got to talk about customer service, and really that's all that matters. Alkin Slice is streaming Undertale. Should I have L raid and L can spread his scalding hot cakes about Undertale in Alkin's stream? Yeah, let's do it. I love chaos. Anyway. Thank you guys so very much for watching. Thursday will be Persona 3 Reload. Saturday, I plan on doing more L Talks, more Final Fantasy 7. Sunday will be a normal Romporie. And then Tuesday will be Cave Story. I think I might, at some point in the future, I may lift an idea from LCX's streams. He's been doing an interesting thing the last couple of weeks where he's been looking through kind of old Steam demos. Maybe I might do that next Monday, or this Monday, rather. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do that, though. So I probably shouldn't have said anything. But it's something I'm definitely considering. I think that maybe I'll try, like, a pilot episode, just, like, kind of try the stream out, see if it actually has legs. I think my thought would be sort of, like, just not necessarily go into it with any sort of plan, but rather just sort of look through the Steam store and kind of just, like, see, like, what demos look interesting, and then download that, and then do something like that. That's sort of like how I would do it. Kind of just sort of like a reboot of L Demo Productions. Sort of. A soft reboot. But anyway, thank you guys so very much for watching. Thank you Alkin Slice, LCX, Great White North, Karumi, Neo Phantom, Sir Jacob, Ketsu, and Chinese characters. Thank you, everybody, so very much for watching. Good night. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Bye, everyone.